Hey everyone, how's it going? SaltyOctopus here. Today I've got a video for you that's going to be a little bit different than what I usually do on the channel. This is not a review video or an impressions video. Instead, today we're going to be looking at some gameplay for a Quake mod called Bloodrails. This is a little bit of a test for the channel, as I've been wanting to upload gameplay clips for a while now, showcasing some of the various arena FPS games and communities that I still actively participate in. So let's talk about this one. Let's talk about Bloodrails. Bloodrails is an InstaGib style mod for Quake. The InstaGib game mode is basically that every player has a railgun, and that gun will instantly kill the player that you shoot, hence the name InstaGib. Bloodrails is a fresh new take on the InstaGib game mode. Bloodrails is being developed by a modder named Kilomile, who's been in the Quake community for quite some time. He has been working actively on this mod for a little over a year, and I've been lucky enough to see it in multiple stages of development. And while Bloodrails is very much a Quake mod and it's based off of Quake, you can download it as a standalone game, and as long as you have a copy of the pack0.pack file from Quake, you can play this mod. When Quake was remastered for the 25th anniversary of the game, it brought about a lot of new modding opportunities for this new, fresh, remastered community. One of these mods was an InstaGib mod. Basically, the shotgun was turned into a railgun type weapon, and players were given a grapple hook, which is a traditional type of tool item that most InstaGib mods have, as it makes for some interesting map traversal and gameplay. So Kilomile took this bare bones InstaGib and he just started adding to it. One of the first things you might notice about Bloodrails is the game type is capture the flag. This is the primary game mode of the Bloodrails mod. The next thing you might notice about the Bloodrails mod are the maps. The map you're looking at right now is Facing Worlds, which is a very popular capture the flag map from the original Unreal Tournament game. Kilomile has done something really cool, and he's taken these very familiar maps, he's ported them into his mod, and then he's changed up a lot of aspects of these maps to make them more interesting for the capture the flag game mode. This gameplay video is going to showcase some of these maps, like the Edge from Quake 2, the Longest Yard from Quake 3, and Hang 'em High from Halo. I'm actually really impressed that Kilo has not only ported these maps into his mod, but that he's also been able to restructure them and recreate them in such a way that they work very, very well for capture the flag, when traditionally these maps are all deathmatch maps. Another thing that Kilo has done with this mod is he's added a lot of different mechanics to give the game some serious depth. And as you watch my gameplay in this video, you'll notice me start to develop the ability to use some of these mechanics. At first, I really didn't know what these mechanics were. I was just strafe jumping around, using the grapple hook, and shooting players. But there's a lot more to the movement mechanics than that. There's an axe dash mechanic in this mod to greatly increase your speed, and it's one of the most important mechanics to learn. There's also grapple hook swinging, which I didn't know how to do for a while, but once I got the hang of it, it really created a lot more mobility and interesting ways to play and move around the maps with the grapple hook. There's also a rail jump, which is essentially the same thing as a rocket jump, but you just do it with your railgun. And there's also wall running, which admittedly I didn't do too much of. There are also multiple pickups around the map, like runes that greatly increase your firing rate or give you some armor regeneration over time. There are also armor pickups which give you the ability to survive more than one railgun shot. There's also a shield that you can put on yourself with your axe. That's what that orange bar on the HUD is. And there's also a way to curve your railgun shots to basically make them heat-seeking shots that will kill whatever you're aiming at. That's what that blue bar on the HUD is. But I didn't really learn how to do that until the end of the play session, and by then I was done recording, so you're not going to see that in this video. The last mechanic that I'll also mention is there's kind of a handicap mechanic for being the kill leader in this game, which, humble brag here, I was the kill leader most of the time playing this, so I got to experience this handicap firsthand. So basically what happens is there's a chance that your railgun shot will actually not kill what you're aiming at. Instead, you'll see this like explosion on the player. They won't die, and then you'll have to shoot at them again to kill them with your second shot. Also, the kill leader, when you're killed, you're worth 2 points instead of just 1. And people know you're the kill leader because you kind of have this smokestack kind of pouring out from the top of your head. And while originally, admittedly, I kind of thought it was a lame mechanic, Kilo explained it to me, and the more he explained it, the more it made sense. Because there are some players who are naturally just really good at InstaGib, and there's a lot of things like runes that really increase your firing rate, like the haste rune, there's ways to just take over the game and just significantly dominate your opponent. So Kilo's kind of wanted to even that out by giving giving the kill leader a little bit of a handicap. And then because you're worth 2 points and you kind of have this smoke pouring out of the top of your head, you kind of have a bounty on your head. So players kind of look for that. So it makes for some interesting interplay there. But to be honest with you, I didn't really notice it affecting my gameplay very much personally. The only time I was really affected is when I had the flag and I was trying to defend myself and I had to shoot somebody multiple times for them to die. And that can be really frustrating when you have multiple players coming at you. So I do think this mechanic does need a little bit of a tweak. But yeah, now that I've explained Bloodrails to you and I've kind of covered the basics of it, I'm gonna let this video play out and show the gameplay off. However, before I go, if you're interested in playing Bloodrails or getting involved with the Quake Remastered community, I've left links to Kilomile's Discord and the Quake Remastered Discord in the video description. So come say hi and make sure you let everybody know that SaltyOctopus sent you. Alright, I'm gonna finally shut up now, but I do plan to post more gameplay clips like this in the future, so let me know in the comments if you like this type of video. And don't forget to throw me a like and maybe even subscribe. Thanks, guys.